Warning, if you don't like spoilers, do not watch the video.
Hi, welcome to Some Film Snobs. I'm Sean Reiner.
I'm Matt Smith.
And I'm Jacob.
And today we're going to be reviewing Halloween. Let's start off with Matt. Matt's hasn't been here for a while. So, Matt, what did you think of Halloween?
Oh, I loved Halloween. This is a sequel right here. This is a good sequel. Good follow-up to the original Halloween. So, there you go.
I liked it, but I didn't love it.
I really liked it, actually. It's not an amazing movie, but I didn't expect it to be, because Halloween as a franchise is probably one of the most mistreated film franchises ever.
That's a fact.
90% of the sequels suck. And the Rob Zombie remakes are terrible. I was like, okay, it's been 10 years since Halloween 2. And I thought, they're not going to do another one of these because Halloween 2 was a huge failure. And then they surprised me. They're like, oh, we're gonna reboot the franchise. We're going to ignore every other film that's come out after the first one. This is the second time they've done that, though. They tried doing that with Halloween H2O, and that didn't work out. Though I like the ending of H2O, because they literally chop off Michael's head.
And then Resurrection happened, and,
Busta Rhymes beat the shit out of Michael.
Busta Rhymes beat the shit out of Michael.
So, yeah, this series has been mistreated, and I don't know, I was glad to see it come back, and I was glad to see there was care put into it.
I was glad the Thorn Cult wasn't there.
Ah! 40 years after the events of what they called the babysitter murders, Michael Myers breaks out again of the same asylum from the first movie. Alright then. And basically goes back to Haddonfield, even more brutal than ever, trying to go after the Strode family, basically.
But Laurie Strode is prepared.
She's fucking prepared as shit. Her house is decked out. I'm actually kind of jealous. I'm not gonna
She's
lie.
armed to the tooth with guns, and she has everything, just so much. It's a compartment to hide in. It's amazing.
So basically, will Laurie Strode beat Michael?
Yeah.
There's one thing I really liked about this film, and Jacob, I'm sure you might agree with me here. The cinematography is fucking amazing.
Yeah, what I was gonna say on a technical level, like the way it was shot, edited, the music, like all of that stuff. This movie would be a 10 out of 10 if it was just based on that. Every one of my personal problems with it are have to do with the script and how they handled some of the characters.
Yeah, not every character is fleshed out, but we can get into that stuff, a little later.
I would agree with you, Sean, that the cinematography was amazing.
There's this one scene. It goes on for 5 minutes, and it's just one shot.
Oh yeah, Goodfellas eat your heart out.
I was like, that was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. I love that.
I didn't even notice this until Sean talked about it.
I don't know how you missed that. I actually was questioning. I was like, did Jacob actually see this movie? Because
I don't know.
I know you did, but I was just like,
I'm sure I noticed it, but I wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't come off to me as showy, or
yeah, which I like that. But I noticed that shit all the time. Another thing was they got John Carpenter to do the music score.
Yeah.
Of this, which was
really fitting, actually.
And
really good.
What I like about this film, oh my god. The problem with the Rob Zombie remake is that they keep overusing the music in the most inappropriate places. This movie, the music was appropriate. It fit.
With the music, I liked how they used the music as a way to hint towards when Michael was actually gonna attack a person.
Oh yeah.
Like whenever it was a like fake scare, you wouldn't hear the music, but like whenever he was actually gonna be there, when it seemed like they were building up for a fake one, the music was clear that it was gonna be Michael. That was like a small thing
Yeah.
that I noticed.
The
but-
original did that too, and I just think
Yeah,
it just worked here.
really effective.
I think most of the acting, I say most, was actually pretty good for what it was.
I think the acting was fine.
Yeah,
Only
really
thing-
it was.
I don't know Jamie Lee's daughter, Laurie's daughter.
You mean Ant-Man's wife, ex-wife?
Yeah,
You
I
mean-
don't honestly think she was.
You
that
mean
good
the
in
mother
this.
from Jurassic World that was going through a divorce?
She only plays moms.
She only plays
I don't-
moms that have either gone through a divorce or wait, no. In this case, she didn't.
Am I
Why do I
going?
do that?
Am I going insane, or did something seem off with her performance?
No, I don't know. I think it was a little
Like the
off, maybe.
delivery of the dialogue just felt weird.
Yeah,
You don't say that shit. You don't say this shit normally.
especially in the middle of a let's use the restaurant scene. There are better ways of handling.
Like it kind of felt like
That
she was just
situation.
reading off a script and not like, you know,
She didn't care. No, stop, mother.
it wasn't
Don't
bad.
have
It wasn't
this.
like
no.
bad. It was just weird.
I don't know. I just think she's one of those like C-list actors that you get to play your minor role, and she'll do a
I
fine
didn't
job.
think of that.
Frankly, I didn't like the Friends all that much. Didn't hate them, but they weren't really anything special.
Who?
The Friends.
Oh,
all
like the friends of the granddaughter.
All of them. All of them.
Actually, I kind of like the one that was like in the field, like all depressed, like, oh man, oh dude,
Oh man.
he's
Okay,
just
I'll
talking
give
to
him,
Michael.
I will give him a pass, but he's the only one. I didn't like the boyfriend. No, and the babysitter.
You're not
That,
babysitter either.
no, I will actually. I'm lumping them all in, and that's terrible. They're the two exceptions, I think. The
I mean,
friend
like,
of the field
the
that
one
got
thing
killed,
about
and
the-
the babysitter.
The one thing about the film that like surprised me was the odd amount of comedy in it, but it actually kind of
Yeah.
worked.
I loved it. It was
Well, it's
yeah.
done by the director who did Pineapple,
Express, yeah.
Yeah,
One of my
kinda
favorite
fitting.
comedies.
Oh my god, that movie's fucking hilarious. But I just remember, like, there's this kid in a bedroom, right? That, Laurie's granddaughter's friend is taken care of.
I think her name's
And
Vicky.
he's literally just like, I know you're gonna bring your friends over here to smoke weed. And I was like, yes, this kid
I
knows.
love that.
And it's funny, like, when, you know, this chick gets killed with Michael in the closet, the kid just goes, oh shit, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
That was great. I love that. That's a natural reaction to seeing Michael
I was like,
Myers.
that's how you would react.
That's how anybody would react seeing Michael Myers.
So, yeah, Jamie Lee
Uh-huh.
Curtis, I mean, we need to talk about her specifically.
Oh,
Yeah.
How do you guys felt about the way they handled PTSD?
well, I felt they didn't like. I thought I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about PTSD personally. Obviously, like I don't have any traumatic experience, but
So what were we saying about PTSD?
I was saying that I feel like the movie it relies way too heavily on the audience seen any of the previous films.
Yeah.
I felt that a little bit, but
Like-
there was also that element of, oh, I don't really think... I mean, they did, like, recap a couple things. You know, like the
Definitely.
babysitter murders. They actually, like, I was surprised they did
But I'm
this.
like the way the way that it's handled though is like, why does Laurie or Jamie Lee Curtis, why does she care? Why does she want to kill Michael? What is her personal stake in Michael? Like, what happened to, like, did she know those babysitters? Like, it relies way too much on just
You
the
know,
audience saw all the movies.
Yeah,
before.
I could see that.
I think a problem. This probably would. I don't know how well this would have helped, but maybe have a scene where she's having a nightmare and it's a sort of recap in the sense of what happened that night, in sort of a montage of parts from the film to get a general idea what happened.
But, like, it just, I'm thinking, like,
I
in
mean,
terms of, like,
like, the-
other
the-
things. Like, most of
main
I
it-
meant more
reason-
specifically like the part where she finds her one friend, you know, hung or whatever, like a thing. Seeing her friend stuffed in the closet, that kind of stuff should have been there. Her escaping, falling down the stairs. things like that should have been included.
That would feel a little cliche, though.
Maybe, but it would get the idea of how, for newcomers of the series, how
That's what I'm
dramatic,
saying.
what happened.
Like with Force Awakens, it's pretty much the exact same amount of time passed between that and Return of the Jedi, but Force Awakens was treated as like a jumping on point. Like you didn't need to have seen all the previous Star Wars films to like get into this fun adventure. Whereas this, it's like the movie that this is saying it's a sequel of was 40 years ago, and like it's not treated like Star Wars or Creed.
Yeah.
So like it's like you're pretty much fucked if like why is this character care so much? Why is she doing anything? Like,
Matt, what I was trying to say earlier about what your point, why I'm saying that sounds cliched is that, okay, they do something sort of towards that, you know, when she's in the car, seeing like the prison buses go away, and you see like a vision of Michael in the corner. That was a little more subtle. It wasn't in your face about it. What you're saying sounds very not really subtle. That makes sense. Not that that's a bad thing, but
yeah, I wasn't going
for this
subtle.
film that wouldn't have worked at all. I
probably
think.
not. No.
I also feel like it lacked like any emotional core, like any emotional conflict, rather than just basis of survival. Like it felt very Dunkirk to me.
Yeah.
Where like every
Yeah.
character was very thin, and the emphasis was more about just surviving the night, or in Dunkirk's case, just surviving a fucking attack on the beach.
By the end, I saw something hinting towards that. You know, when all three of them are on the truck, I saw something like that. I'm like, we need more of that.
If there was more of that, that would add to.
It's like horror. Like you can you can make the audience care about characters in a horror film. Like I just think of like Hereditary, I cared about those characters. A Quiet Place, I cared about those characters. I loved those characters.
Yeah.
And like me and you recently, Sean, we saw The Witch. I like cared about the whole family.
Yeah.
Is the reason you said my name there? Like.
What? I said it.
Oh no! I heard you say Matt. You know.
Damn it, Matt.
I heard it.
No.
I'm going. I might. God damn it.
Insane.
I mean.
I should throw you in the asylum with Michael Myers.
No. I'm going. I've been spending too much time
just
on
so
my
Michael Myers
cryopod.
could sit there and just go, like.
And then I can go. Did you say my name?
And I guess like just to continue on characters, like a way that I personally judge whether or not a movie had good characters is whether or not I remember any of their names. And in this movie, I feel like I don't remember anybody's name except for Laurie.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind.
But like there is like
everyone just
other
felt very
characters.
thin.
I mean, like what were the podcasters?
No
You're the
payoff.
British man.
I mean, they're kinda, but not.
I mean, like those characters. If you're gonna introduce characters, you need to have them complete an arc. You need to have a purpose for those characters. You need some form of payoff.
Yeah, it
They're
kind of felt
supposed to
like
be-
these characters were just there to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They were just there to get killed.
I mean, if I had to do something, I would have.
The purpose of those characters is to get a symbol of something of iconic symbolism in pop culture, which is a fucking mask that has been popular for 40 years. The reason of those characters is to fulfill nostalgia that a fucking mask holds.
Oh my
to
god!
die.
Remember the
Like-
mask?
Somebody stop me!
There's
Oh,
one.
I want to quickly comment on the word masks, though. I'm like, I'm ready for fucking movie theaters to die. Like, I swear to God, because this when I saw this movie, the guy next to me, he's one of those smartasses who thinks he's got the movie figured out. So like, while I'm watching the film, all I hear in my right ear is, "Oh, he's got the mask. He's gonna show him the mask." I'm like, "Oh my God, I hate movie theater."
Well, Jacob.
Cannot wait till the fucking movie theaters die and I could just watch
Oh my
the
god!
releases in my house.
Jacob, you should have gone to the theater we went to because there's really not that many people
I mean,
there.
there was a couple people, but like
Yeah, it was.
everybody was
But we
quiet.
didn't
It
have
was so
a
peaceful.
There was no smartass saying, "Oh, he's gonna do this. Oh, he's gonna do that." No, people reacted. but
I
they
did.
didn't
There was a moment.
contradict the film.
There was a moment. Like there's a moment like before the twist comes. That, by the way, that doctor character. What the fuck was that?
Fuck that twist.
Again, thin character. What is his explanation?
Not even
for
thin
being-
character.
I thought maybe I missed something, so I looked online to see, what other people thought. And there's a theory that the doctor, was the one that crashed the bus, because you look at him in the beginning of the movie, he has these weird kind of looks. He's kind of like gazing at Michael there. Like, I want to know what it feels like to kill. But I don't really know.
I don't get that.
So
I
it was
don't-
a fully set up twist then.
I don't buy that theory because
I'm still
he was
lost
wi-
on it. Yeah.
He was trying to capture Michael. He said it's his patient. Wanted to study him more.
And
Well,
yet,
talk to
randomly, he
him.
kills a cop.
Yeah.
Just, oh, we can't kill Michael!
I mean, I'm just thinking there's another thing, that had to do with this doctor, and that's the way they treated the original film's ending. In the original film, it's okay, Loomis shoots him down, gives him about 6 bullets, I think, and he just gets up. And it's like, holy shit, he might be immortal.
Yeah.
That's one thing I did like about this. They did maintain the supernatural.
Oh,
element
yeah.
that they-
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
Whereas I think other movies like in the remake or whatever, they treated Michael like a human or whatever.
Like, he was just like a fucking big, buff, homeless-looking dude.
Like in this movie, he gets shot in the face like a couple of times, or maybe just once.
like the one
Because
thing
he gets shot a few times.
The one thing I
Once in-
actually kind of adored about this film was, while the scares were predictable, the original had that problem as well at points. I still was terrified the whole entire time, because you see Michael, you see this big dude, he has his presence. That shit's fucking scary.
It is terrifying.
Like,
Yeah,
what was
He's a very good. I felt like it was a lot of his kills were really good too.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
like he squishes the
first
doctor's head in.
the first one in the long shot that you said,
Yeah,
where it ends where he just shoves the knife through that knife.
I was
Oh,
like,
God. It's like, holy shit!
Oh wait, did you mention the boot? Or where you?
oh
gonna
yeah,
mention-
yeah. He kills the doctor like 5 minutes after the twist or whatever, however long it was. And instead of just leaving his body there, takes his fucking shoe and squishes his head in.
Oh my god, what a gory mess.
And my inner gore hound was just like, yes.
Yeah, that was a death. I'm just gonna say though, about the Doctor, one last thing. I wouldn't have minded if he was Dr. Loomis, or Diet Dr. Loomis, I mean.
Diet Dr. Loomis!
But no, it's not Diet Dr. Loomis, it's Diet Dr. Loomis with a little bit of cyanide in there, Give it a little bit of a deadly twist.
Like with the doctor, I want to lead into a few dumb decisions the characters started to make in the third act.
That would have been good.
Oh yeah.
Or in most of the movie, it felt like every character was acting rational and that Michael is just a smart killer. But in the third act, especially, everyone was just acting like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say just since we're on the doctor, you have a girl in your car, right?
Yeah.
She has expressed a noticeable distress that she wants to get out of the car.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
when you say, "Oh, I want Michael to speak to me," and she instantly says, "He spoke to me," analyze the situation, and don't just go, "Oh, what? He spoke to you? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
He spoke to you.
It's kind of
What did he say? What did he say?
I was like, what is this,
Show me-
Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot if you don't think this girl is just lying to
You have
get
a
out."
PhD.
Jacob, guys.
Yes,
guys,
exactly. He's got a PhD.
He's got a PhD in stupidity.
One other thing, and this is really the last thing I have. The film is very detailed. There's a moment where these 3 kids are walking, and they're wearing masks from fucking Halloween 3. I was like, I never thought they would try to reference that movie again.
I mean, that was neat. It's a little thing, but it was really neat.
The little details like that, they just sort of add to what the film was trying to accomplish, and I just enjoy that.
I mean, honestly, I expect him to reference Halloween 3 more than Episode 6 with Paul Rudd, my favorite actor.
Alright,
And I want to keep going with third act though.
yeah, go
Go ahead.
ahead. I was
Go
just
ahead,
about to ask.
When Jamie Lee Curtis like after a funny moment where these cops are eating dinner in their car or lunch or whatever.
They're just talking about their sandwiches.
Yeah, and
that's the kind of lunch a fucking 5-year-old would make if a 5-year-old can make lunch.
Yeah.
A chocolate brownie and chocolate pudding.
I love how you
die
remember
of
this.
diabetic coma at the age of 60, but
I thought it was leftover like chicken and a brownie.
it wasn't. It was. I think
there's like there's like something about like a peanut butter and jelly like sub or whatever, and the other cop is just like no.
I want my diabetes in a lock and lock. Thank you very much.
Alright, but like, anyways, Michael Myers, he drives his car to Jamie Lee Curtis's house, and first off, idiot dad.
Idiot dad alert.
Instead of approaching with caution with a firearm, he walks up to the car. Hey,
oh, come on, so
where's my daughter?
Oh no, it's their heads.
Like he sees.
I gotta go back into the house.
He sees no one exit the vehicle.
That's literally like
He's
a
just
don't
like,
go
hey,
out of the
hey,
house moment, and he just fucking like takes pride in that. Like, yep, I'm gonna die.
I'm an idiot that needs to be killed. And then after that, they identify Michael is coming inside. Jamie Lee Curtis and her daughter, and they go in the basement. And instead of doing anything productive in the basement, like calling backup or the authorities, Jamie Lee Curtis tells her daughter to stay down here while she goes upstairs to try and kill Michael by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of like the
final really dumb decision is when she's clearing out rooms. All right, before she's in this last room, whatever.
Yeah.
And before she identifies that the room is empty and that it is clear, she locks herself in before she has any form of assurance that that room has no threats inside.
What?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna speak to my Rainbow Six Siege friends out there.
Somebody stop me!
Just caution. Like make sure the room is clear
Wait.
before you lock yourself in it. That's my point.
Hold on.
That's what I was gonna say.
Did you just say it? She locked herself in the room?
Yeah, she did lock herself.
Yeah, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she
Kinda.
did.
She locked herself out of all the other rooms, but she didn't lock herself in the room.
No, dude, she went in the final room.
The last
where Michael,
room. The only way she
Yes.
could lock herself out. Here's the thing: the button to lock to put the cage door down. The only way to do that is by going outside, hitting that button. So, and they go down real fast. So you're telling me she went back out the door quickly, popped the thing, and got back in.
No,
before that
it wasn't
steel
from the outside.
Door slammed. What?
It wasn't from the outside. She went in the room, pressed the button, and the gate closed behind her. And
I
then
don't
she
remember
cleared
that.
the room.
I don't know why she would ever do that. I don't remember that happening.
No,
At all.
no. Okay, there was a moment I actually really liked. It's kind of like the tables have turned. So in the original film, Michael falls out a window, then disappears, right? In this film, fucking Laurie falls out a window and disappears, and Michael's like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck?"
I do want to say.
Yeah, that was
about-
great.
I do want to say about that though. That was like plot armor moment for me.
Yeah.
Where like
What?
we've seen Michael crush a person's neck with his bare hands, and instead of just killing Laurie right there, he throws her out a window.
Yeah.
It's just a trope in every movie where the villain is fighting the hero, and instead of just killing him, he's just like throws him around. It was like in Predator, like where instead of this is obviously not as bad as Predator, but I'm just
yeah.
saying, like when he's like smacking around the main characters just because of the main characters instead of just killing them. But
Predator is such a bad movie. I haven't even seen it, and I never will.
So I guess are we pretty much done?
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Jacob's not done. He's got
I'm
he's
not
got
done.
a
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
he's got a novel to tell us about.
All right, like when they're in the basement, Jamie Lee Curtis, she says to her daughter, "I'm sorry for the way I raised you," and she apologizes, right?
Yeah.
But that indicates that the problem with the character was the way that she raised her daughter. But the reason that they win in the end and beat Michael is because of the way that she raised her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankly, it would have been like
There was
I
a
don't know.
point. Hang on, I just thought about this.
Go ahead.
There
just
was a
go
point I
ahead.
wanted to clarify earlier, and I realized I never really finished it. So the way they handled the original film's ending, alright, so you know, Michael gets down, he escapes, right? In this film, they kind of touch on what happened afterwards and how he got back into the asylum, but it was so non-existent, I was just kind of like, okay. Like, they said something about, the police shooting him down or whatever, right? Or something like that. Was that the case? I'm trying to remember. It was
The police had Loomis stop shooting or something like that.
So are they retconning the fact that Loomis shot Michael? I don't think so.
Not they shot Michael.
Because I'm starting to think like...
No, it's more like they're retconning the fact that...
I'm starting to think that, after he escaped, maybe they were trying to explain that Loomis was trying to shoot him down again
it's weird.
somewhere, like in the front yard. I don't fucking know.
You said Loomis is the doctor.
Yeah, Loomis isn't Doctor in the original.
Yeah.
Fucking really?
Oh wait, I want to say one final. This is gonna be the final thoughts. All right, from me at least.
All right.
Women get to talk about it, so I get to talk about it. I don't give a fuck how sexist this makes me sound, but every male character in this fucking movie is either an idiot, an asshole, or a murderer. Like, what the fuck? Like, why can't we have men and women work together? Why do we have to turn the tables? Yes, women in the past have had shitty roles, but like, what does that accomplish if you just swap it the other way? Her boyfriend is a fucking idiot, asshole, cheater. Oh, her boyfriend's friend is a fucking weirdo who forces himself on a girl. Her daughter's husband is an ignorant idiot. And Michael Myers is a fucking serial killer. Oh, like, I'm just saying, how does this move things forward if you're just gonna reverse things back? That was a little triggering to me. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Trust me.
It's because like they want to make progress, but like you just regress it the other way. And I'm not asking for weak female characters. I like strong female characters. I'm just saying this felt like an agenda was there.
You want a balance. You want something where it's like there are strong female and male characters.
Yes.
Me too.
Well,
okay. With that, this is a good movie. This is a good movie. I recommend it.
Yeah. I mean, while it is problematic in some areas, I kind of just like brush it off because I had such a fun time watching this. Like, I was actually terrified at moments.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, because you saw me like cowering a bit at some more intense moments. Yeah. I was like, oh fuck.
Hey, that's good. That's a good thing. Now.
So I would give this my recommendation, especially if you love the Halloween franchise. You're gonna love this.
Fantastic.
I love this film.
Filmmakers behind this film know what made Halloween great.
Okay, I will say though,
work on the script.
No more sequels. Michael's dead. He's gone. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know, dude. They didn't. I feel like they left it open-ended.
They left it open.
Yeah, they did.
But you know what? I'm satisfied. He's
Michael's
done.
Dead.
He's done. This series has been abused.
I don't
no more.
Hold your horses, Sean. There's something to mention. I went around, and it turns out, by looking up things on the internet, there is a after credit scene.
What?
What?
Like a post-credit scene.
I thought it was just Michael breathing after the credits.
Well, then either A, it's we didn't
wait
sit
a minute.
through the movie.
Wait a minute. Michael breathing after the credits. Oh no.
Well, while Sean has a moment where he contemplates the future of the Halloween franchise.
I sit through enough fucking credits when I go to a Marvel movie.
We know. Okay. My final thoughts.
Oh,
listen,
no.
Don, have your moment of realization in quiet, please. Thank you.
Told you there was gonna be a sequel in this review. Before we both do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured there would be one.
I'm gonna sit in the corner real quick.
They're all gonna laugh at you! They're all gonna laugh at you! They're all gonna laugh at you!
My final thoughts are: very good movie, good time, it's a good popcorn flick, a little smarter than most. Just get your biggest bag of popcorn, your biggest soda, and get ready for some thrills.
Yeah. So,
that's it.
Masterful techniques used as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into my cryopod. I'll see you guys.
As I said, technical level, this movie is perfect. Just to have some personal.
Oh fuck! It's freezing.
All right. So
I recommend it.
Me too.
I don't know if I said that.
This has been Some Film Snobs. I am Sean Reinert.
Matt Smith.
Jacob Ramos. I know I ripped in this aggressively, but I do recommend it.
It's an aggressive like. All right, peace.
Three film snobs. 2 possessed DVDs. 1 book. 1 horrifying nightmare. Snoboween. Coming out October 31st. Be there or drop dead.
If you enjoy our content, then please consider supporting some film snobs on Patreon. Thank you.